Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel again. It's mideyussuff and I'm here to give you another pro tip on the tier 4 process. So for today we'll be talking about the major steps in the tier 4 process in the tier 4 process to come to the UK. Okay, so stay tuned. First major step in the tier 4 process is you deciding I want to come to the UK. So once you've done this, you need to do your research. You need to really do your research. Honestly, Google is your friend. I'm sorry, because if you do not do your research, like, you're going to get into a whole lot of different problems you're not supposed to get into. I'm not going to lie to you. You're going to be so scared about the process that you will fall into the wrong hands. You try to get help from the wrong people, or people who just want your money. So do your research. Once you do your research, you have to join, I'm not going to lie to you, you have to join a forum. You listen to basically everything people say on coming to the UK. You join either Neraland forum, asking questions, seeing what people say, or you join a Telegram group. For me, the first group I joined was the CP community by Chidera Peters, which helped me tremendously. Now, this group did not only help me in terms of passing information, it also helped me in having a positive mindset, because every single day there was someone coming in to say, oh, I got my visa, I got my this testimony time, this time, good news time, visa alert. I'm telling you, every single day. And that just, the moment I saw that, like the next day I said to myself, my story will not be different. My story will not be different. If everybody is coming here to share their good news, I will share mine as well. That group helped me tremendously in having a positive mindset, because I said my story would not be different. This is what I want and this is what I will get. So you need a group like that will keep you updated. Another one that I also got into was the UKI Students Forum that helped me. It helped me also have a positive mindset. I could ask any questions from what steps do I need to take, how much is the visa distance, how much. You ask questions, because once you go to an agents want your money. I'm sorry, and your money is not refundable if you don't get your visa, even though it's not refundable doing it by yourself as well. But you get to know the steps the agent is taking. You get to be able to say something when the agent is talking. You get to say, give your own opinion as well, so you don't get cheated. Oh, I know this is how it's supposed to go. Oh, this is how it's supposed to go. For instance, somebody came and said, oh, my agent said this is how much visa fee is. When the person came to the group, everybody said, no. They sent the person, the old listing of how much visa is and everything from the home office and everything. So you stay updated. Even during the COVID crisis, I stayed updated. I knew the lockdown, how it is at the airports, how it is for Nigerians to come to the UK, the necessary steps that needed to be taken. So I was up to date on everything. So you need this forum so that you know how it's not just you now, okay? Throughout, that's why I advise that you should stay on any forum for 2 months. Okay, stay there for 2 months and just ask questions and be observant of everything. Okay, so once I was on the CP community, I was just observant. I was looking at how everything was working. I was looking at how people were sharing their testimonies. I was looking at the questions. I was looking at the pictures that were sent, asking, oh, this is what. If anybody asks, I didn't even know what IHS meant before the group. So once I got on the group, I saw, oh, this is what IHS meant. This is how you're going to pay for it. This is why you need to pay for it. This is what you need to do. This is how everything I was informed. I knew about. In fact, even the old CAS thing I was talking about in the previous video, I didn't know about it. I didn't, or at least I knew, but I didn't really get what it meant. Then I got people saying, oh, I just finished my CAS interview. I just finished this. I was even able to make friends that I've actually met now in the UK. One of my closest friends ever, I met him on the group and we've helped each other a whole lot. since then. So really this is a good way to meet people going on the same journey as you. This is a good way to just remove your mind from it and say, okay, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to do, this is how. In fact, it just makes you, it makes your head, it just keeps you in the loop. It makes you know what you're supposed to do and when, because like it just sets you, it basically makes you prioritize your goals. Before then I was just like, okay, anyhow, anyhow. I was being optimistic. I was like, if they give me, they'd not give me. But when I got to the group and saw that they were giving people daily, I said my story will not be different. So they had to give me. They had to, like I sent it into the universe. I told God and they had to give me. It had to be so. So you have to be there. And once you're there, that's when you're going to realize that people are actually, there are people making plans for their life daily. There are people who want to have better lives daily, and you need to set your priorities straight and know what you're doing. And that is what those forums did for me. So I'm going to add the links to those forums on the in the description box, so make sure to join. It's completely free and you get to ask questions from different people going on your journey. Okay, a word is enough for the wise, or a wise is, like I said, the first one is you deciding, okay, I want to go to the UK with the tier 4 process. The second one is joining a forum about the old tier 4 process. And the third one is you deciding, okay, what school am I going to be going with the old tier 4 process? So now that's why I said the forum will come in handy, because then you can decide to research on schools, but then the forum is going to help you because there are some people that are already in that school, or there are different opportunities the forums share. Because for me now, that group actually shared they share, you know, scholarships, news about scholarship, things that are going on. Oh, no, you want to go to you want to study nursing. Oh, this is a good school for nursing. This is a good school for nursing. Oh, this school has like 3,000 scholarship for Nigerians. This school has this for this thing. They give you they just give you, you have a very wide range of opinions for what you want to do. And these groups are set because they are straightforward. They are no spams. They are just telling you this is what you need to do, this is how you're going to do it. Steps are there, everything. When people are, even the old the visa types, I didn't know there were 3 types of visa types that you could apply for. That's standard, priority, and super priority. I didn't know about that, but then they let me understand everything because I was able to ask the questions that I needed answered. So the third thing, or the fourth thing you need to get together, that's the fourth step. The fourth step is getting your documents together. Now you get your documents together. This is based on the previous video I posted talking about the old documents you're going to need for your tier 4 process. So you get all these documents together and get ready to start applying. Because once you start applying, you're going to need, majorly is the documents. The document is the first point of contact, or the first thing that is going to convince them to pick you. It's not your face, it's not your race, it doesn't matter. It is your documents and your potentials that is going to determine if they're going to pick you or not. So once you start applying for schools, apply for more than 2, more than 3. Just apply enough for you as it fits your budget. After that, you start getting your funds together. This is why you're on the group and you're seeing how people are talking about money and funds and everything. So you need to start getting your money together, start calculating how much it's going to cost you, start being updated on everything. The living expense for living in London is more expensive than the living expense for living outside of London. So you have to be, you have to be updated, because sometimes it increases. So you need to know, because when they ask you, they expect you to get the specific amount that is set for living expenses for a student. So now if you want to also bring a dependent with you, which is your wife or your children, or your wife or your children, those are the dependents you can bring with you. You're going to have to create living expenses for them as well. You're going to, after creating living expenses for them, you also have to have what other money, you know, their application money, their IHS money. You have to have all that. But yeah, it's the good news. Once you get the visa, all of them automatically get the visa. As long as they are related to you, they get the visa as well. So that's now the next step is you sourcing for a conditional offer from the schools you are applying to. After this, once you've met or after this, you're going to be looking forward to getting a conditional offer from the schools you've applied to. So after you've gotten this, you're going to meet up with the conditions of the offer, and then once you've met up with the conditions of the offer, you're going to be offered an unconditional offer, which will, you know, enable you to sit for a CAS interview, which will give you a CAS which you take to the home office. So this CAS is what is going to enable you go to the home office, because then that is the major thing of a tier 4, you know, the old tier 4 process, and that is what's going to let the home office know that you have a school as your sponsor. CAS interview is very similar to the home office interview, but the CAS interview doesn't guarantee you passing the home office interview. You could actually pass the CAS interview without any hassle, but then you might certainly not get the home office interview because they don't guarantee each other. And you have to get ready for your CAS interview. You need to be prepared. Now the thing about your CAS interview is that is a lot. You may look at it like, why are they asking all these questions? But it's just logical. Like, it's just logical set of questions for them to understand. So I'm going to send you off to I'm going to send you off to a video, because I'm not very, you know, question answer kind of person. I'm quite nervous sometimes, so I'm just going to send you off to some videos that really helped me during my CAS interview. But I'm going to give you a mock-up of certain parts of the CAS interview, not all the parts of the interview, because I may just say rubbish, but certain parts of the interview, so you know what you need to answer in this part of the interview, because that's where I know that, okay, I can be special, or I can answer very clearly without like getting my speech all riled up. Getting ready for your interview, I've talked about you getting ready for your CAS interview. Then your home office interview. Home office interview is more, you know, is more stressful than the CAS interview, but then you need to take a deep breath, because if you're nervous, you will not be able to answer. You have to be confident. Even if you have the right answers but you're nervous, it might ruin everything for you. Okay, for me, I didn't get to do an home office interview because there was COVID, and you know, the whole workspace had to be free. So now the thing about doing an home office interview is that you have to be confident. I'm not going to lie to you, and you have to get your story straight. You have to get your story straight. The same thing you said at the CAS interview is what you should say at your home office interview, because the CAS interview will be sent to the home office and the stories have to match. So you have to get your stories straight, no lie. Okay, seriously, you need to get your story straight, and you have to be confident. You have to answer directly. Why are you going to the UK? I'm going to study, to further my education. Not that, oh, I'm going to explore, I'm going to see everywhere. No. Okay, you have to get your priorities straight. This is logical, because you just have to put, you know, the UK in your shoes. I'm sorry for saying this, but you have to put them in your shoes. Okay, if you wanted somebody, let's just say the UK is your house, okay? Somebody wanted to come into your house, a stranger that you don't know. Won't you question the person? Won't you ask the person some set of logical questions? So that's just how it is. They will ask you logical questions, because as much as you want to come into their country, that's how much they want to make sure they are bringing in the right person. So the next step is for you to cross-check your CAS. So while you prepare for your interview, you need to cross-check your CAS. I'm sorry, I made the mistake, which I'm going to talk about later, in mistakes you shouldn't make during your tier 4 process. So you need to cross-check your CAS. Make sure the dates match up. Okay, make sure the dates are correct, make sure the fees are correct, make sure everything are correct, because if they are not, they might risk your application. I will talk about it in the next video. So now you get to book your home office interview. by now you should have booked your TB testing, booked it, and be ready for that testing. And you have to be ready for your home office testing as well. But while booking for your home office interview, make sure your TB test results will be ready by then. And also after that, you also have to make sure, okay, your TB test will be ready anyway, because it's a same day thing. You do the test that day and you get your result that day. So for your appointment at the home office, you need to book a specific date, and make sure that whichever date you pick, your bank statement is up to 30 days, so that it doesn't, you know, reduce the whole thing, because that amount for your whole trip, your whole school fees, your whole living expenses should have been in your account for 30 days. If it's more than 30 days, fine, but all the home office needs is just 30 days of your statement, and the beginning of that statement should show the full amount, and the end as well should show the full amount, okay? And if it doesn't show the full amount, it can show more than that amount but not less than the amount. You do not want any trouble for yourself. It shouldn't even be 1 naira less than the amount, okay? Between all this, study. That's it. Between all this happening, you have to study and be prepared for the interviews, everything. You have to be prepared. Be as positive as possible. Like I said, be as positive as possible. That's why I said you might need to join forums, because if you're by yourself thinking you're the only one on this journey, it might be hard on you emotionally to, you know, keep up that positive outlook. So you have to join a group, because me, I'm not going to lie, the positive reviews I saw really helped shape my positive thinking. I'm not going to lie about it. And I think anybody and everybody deserves to have that, you know, that inspiration and that boost to have what you want to attain. That saying, be prepared to, you know, say goodbye to everyone, because you're going to get it if you stick to, you know, your story, your funding, and you're confident when you're, you know, at your interview and everything is just right. You know what that is what you want. You pray, you fast, start saying goodbye as you're doing so, because the rush, for me, I did a lot of rushing. I had to leave like within a week, so I didn't really have a lot of chances to say goodbye to a whole lot of people. So you have to be, you know, ready. So now, once you get your visa, that doesn't mean you should just forget everything you've said. No, you cannot forget it, because you're going to pass 2 immigration points, and this immigration point will question you. Do you understand? Let me tell you, every information in the UK is connected somehow. So the moment you step into the UK, they just need your date of birth, your name, your passport number, your BRP number, and all your information is like right in front of them. So you need to know that you have to maintain whatever story you told. You have to go to, if you say you are going to school, you have to go to school. You have to do everything they said you should do. So don't think when you come here you can just bail on school and go out and go and do 5G, because if your school is looking for you, they will report you to the home office and be like, oh, we've not seen her, we've not seen him. So you need to know that you're coming here for school and you're going to, you know, go to school. And if you now decide that, oh, okay, you want to drop out, well, school will have to allow the home office, and home office will have to tell you have to leave, because then you've dropped out and the school won't be standing as your sponsor anymore. So basically for me, after that, well, you're in the UK, enjoy yourself, be with your friends, make friends. You're going to get you're going to get homesick, like really bad. You're going to get homesick. You're going to want to go back home. You just say goodbye and be prepared for the homesickness. You might feel, oh, once you get here, you will get homesick. There's no hiding it or nothing. So thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye. No boyfriend, no problem. I'm single, not search.